Welcome back. In this video, I'm going to be sharing a new video. It's, I want to share a poem written by William Wordsworth. The title of this poem is I Wandered Lonely as a Cloud. I wandered lonely as a cloud that floats on high vales and hills, when all at once I saw a crowd, a host of golden daffodils beside the lake, beneath the trees, fluttering and dancing in the breeze, continuous as the stars that shine and twinkle on the Milky Way. They stretched in never-ending line along the margin of a bay. 10,000 saw I at a glance, tossing their heads in sprightly dance. The waves beside them danced, but they outdid the sparkling waves in glee. A poet could not but be gay in such a jocund company. I gazed and gazed, but little thought what wealth the show to me had brought. For oft, when on my couch I lie, in vacant or in pensive mood, the flash upon that inward eye, which is the bliss of solitude, and then my heart with the pleasure fills and dances with the daffodils. And this is the poem, I Wander Lonely as a Cloud, also known as Daffodils. It's a poem written by William Wordsworth that is known for his celebration of the beauty of nature and its ability to bring joy and happiness in time of despair. The poem is written in the first person, with the speaker describing their own personal experience of wandering to a field of daffodils. The poem is divided into 4 stanzas, each of which describes a different aspect of the speaker's experience. The first stanza sets the scene and describes the speaker's feeling of loneliness as they wander through the countryside. The imagery of a cloud floating over hills and valleys evoke a sense of isolation and detachment, which contrasts with the vibrant and joyful scene that the speaker is about to encounter. The second stanza describes the moment when the speaker comes across a field of daffodils. The imagery of the daffodils stretching in a never-ending line along the shoreline creates a sense of awe and wonder, and the comparison to the stars in the Milky Way emphasize the vastness and beauty of the scene. The use of the word host to describe the daffodils also suggests that they are not just a random collection of flowers, but an organized and purposeful group. The third stanza describes the speaker's emotional response to the scene. The use of the word, like gay and jocund, suggests that the sight of the daffodils has brought the speaker a sense of happiness and pleasure. The phrase, I gaze and gaze, but little thought what wealth the show to me had brought, suggests that the speaker did not fully realize the impact of the daffodils would have on them until after they had seen them. The final stanza describes the lasting effect of the daffodils. The use of the phrase, "and then my heart with the pleasure fills and dances with the daffodils," suggests that the sight of the daffodils has lifted the speaker's spirit and brought them a sense of joy and happiness. The poem is also known for its use of imagery, particularly the image of the daffodils dancing the breeze, which creates a sense of movement and liveliness that contrasts with the stillness and isolation of the opening lines. The poem also makes use of a personification, as the daffodils are described as dancing and tossing their heads, which imbue them with human-like characteristics, and thus the lively and joyful nature of the scene. William Wordsworth was one of the founders of the English Romanticism and one of its most central figures and important intellects. He is remembered as a poet of spiritual and epistemological speculation, a poet concerned with the human relationship to nature, and the first advocate of using the vocabulary and speech patterns of common people in poetry. And this is the poem that I want to share with you. Thank you so much for watching. Bye bye.